Maybe TMI, but here it goes. I feel really big today, like big, big, heavy. I feel very heavy. I feel, yeah, heavy is a good word for it. Heavy though, like I ate too much or like I'm just stuffed or I'm bloated or something. Not heavy like the heavy I want to talk about with you guys. The heavy that feels like 1,000 pounds of pressure on your shoulders or on your chest or on your brain. Sometimes we feel very, very heavy. We're bogged down with all kinds of things that we're worried about, that we're angry about, that we're depressed about. We're bogged down with worries about what people think and worries about decisions we've made and worries about our family and our friends and our lives and all the things, and it gets very, very heavy. It's the last time I'm going to use that word though, because I need a favor from you guys. I'm given some presentations that are coming up where I want to talk about this with the kids and the adults who I'm going to be speaking with. And for those of you that are newer, I do this every now and then. I ask for your input because when I'm out doing different speaking events, people love to hear from you. People love to hear from you and what real kids go through and what real kids have to be worried about. So it's eye-opening and it's humbling and it's informative and it's inspiring to hear what goes on in your head. So I'm going to ask a favor of you guys today. Miss Jolynn, if you could, and Miss Wendy, if you could, please give everybody a piece of paper, a sticky note or something to write with. And I need to hear from you guys when you feel that heaviness. What's a word that you would associate with it? And if you have more than one, thank you. That would be so helpful. For me, when I feel heavy, I feel pressure. I feel anxiety. I feel restlessness. I feel agitated. I feel impatient and inattentive and all the things. I feel rushed and that's what makes me feel heavy. There are times in my life where I would say depression and guilt and shame and all of those things makes me feel very, very heavy. Or letting people down. You can use phrases too. Letting people down, not meeting expectations, making a bad decision, all those things, right? It makes us feel heavy. It really does weigh us down. And the only way that we can lighten that load is to start speaking it out to somebody and having somebody hear us and say, hey, that happens. That's natural. It's normal. There's ways that we can work through that and have somebody understand you or maybe even identify that I've also been through that. I know that's helpful for me when I know I'm not the only person on the planet who's gone through this and that what I'm feeling, can be dealt with and that I'm not alone. I'm not on an island dealing with these heavy feelings by myself. So if you could, guys, please, I'd love to. If you don't want to participate, it's cool, no problem. I never, ever take offense to that. But I will say I use your stories, I use your ideas a lot when I'm outside giving speeches and presentations to different businesses and schools and all kinds of things. I do it quite often and you guys fuel me a lot, and so there's no better help. Anyway, if you also have time or have thoughts about what helps you feel lighter. Is it talking with somebody? Is it working out? Is it there are certain things that you might mention that aren't healthy decisions, but it helps you somehow feel better, right? That's masking the pain, masking the emotion, or trying to numb the pain. A lot of you and I have talked about that on why you do some of those things, and it is what it is. I definitely won't condone something that's unhealthy or puts you in a bad position, but I'm not going to ever say I don't understand. So if you have a chance to write down also those things what makes you feel good and light and free and connected, who are the people that make you feel like that, and what do they do for you? How do they is it just that they listen? Is it that they can relate to you? Is it that they don't judge you? I need to know all of that stuff, because I'm trying to now take your words and go out and teach other people so they can help other kids. You know why? Because it's all a cycle. And you guys are helping me help those who are trying to help other kids break the cycle. That's what we're doing. We're breaking cycles, whether you guys know it or not. I've done this a few times, like I said, in the past, and I brought back feedback from those presentations to let you guys know how your words and your advice affected, the people that I was speaking with. And I tell you what, it's powerful. And I hope that you guys take some time with this. Miss Jolynn and Miss Wendy, if you give them a few minutes, that would be very much appreciated. The next time I'm speaking is in just a couple weeks, actually, and that is, I'm going to start with talking about those things that make us feel very heavy when we're kids, and what real things that we deal with, especially you guys, being that your world is far different than the world that I grew up in, or a lot of the adults around you grew up in. You have new pressures, new stressors, new things that just make you feel weighed down. And you have new ways of bringing you up too. So I want to hear all of that, and I want to hear what makes you feel happy, lightens the load, makes you feel free. Who does that for you? How do they do it? Whatever comes to your mind, please share it. Please jot it down, man. I look forward to reading them. I know the people that are going to be listening are really looking forward to hearing your words as well, and I'll bring you back some feedback. But hey, this is where it starts, guys. This is where breaking the cycle. We're already doing it for ourselves, and now we're branching out to help other people do it as well. So I'm telling you, cycle breakers, man, that's what we do, and it's so fun. It's going to happen for you guys. You're going to break these cycles. You're going to make new ones, but all of what's happening, and I tell you guys all the time, because I know it from experience, is that your story that you're writing now is the story that you're going to use later, and it's going to be a story of victory and overcoming like crazy obstacles to get to where you're at, so you can help other people break cycles, and that's going to be so powerful, and it's very, very freeing. So here we go. Let's break some cycles.